made it home from Rampage. Let's get started on a video. So first of all, I want to apologize just a little bit. I didn't video every single thing that went on. I tried, but what happened was I had so much fun. Basically, when I got to Rampage, I had so much fun. I just left my camera in the car. I did video some things, but you'll kind of get the idea. Let's just real quickly, let's go through. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to hit like a highlight of everything that went on in this video to give you guys an idea if you want to go ahead and sub to my channel and check out some other edits that I'm going to do from this, if that makes sense. Let's get started. So I packed up my Suburban and I hit the road. First, I went down to Atlanta and I flew with my buddy Jonathan Tidwell FPV. He took me to his little night flying spot, and then he was gracious enough to let me sleep in his driveway. I made a good friend, his dog Rosie. She was cool. And at this point, this is when the bad stuff started happening. So I left Tidwell's early that morning, and then I had a flat tire on Highway 16 in between Macon and Tybee Island. So I got that sucker changed up, and then I hit the road again. I did things backwards than you normally would do. I was so hungry when I got there that I found me a little place right on the beach, and then I ate my tacos before I went to fly. And then I grabbed my 7-inch and took it out there and started ripping on the beach. And then I hit the road again. Along the way I found a bando I came up on, and then I was like, hey, I want to try to rip a pack here, but I couldn't find a good place to hide on to get in there, so I just had to park on the side of the road and rip it. Okay, so I know the lighting sucks. It's starting to get dark outside. Let's not focus on the lighting. This is about the audio and me narrating in my video. So if you could just, get past that. Anyway, I hit the road from the bando, and in Savannah, Georgia, there's the old oak trees that's got the moss hanging from them, and there's Gap City flying through those things. I really, really wanted to fly my 5-inch, but I drove all over Savannah, couldn't find a place to fly. And I did find this one little place. There was people there, so I broke out the Acrobat. But then, when I got back home and I started editing the video, apparently I had accidentally deleted the footage from the Acrobat. Moving on. I found a little place to give me some golden hour. Keep an eye out for that edit. Hit the road, went up to Macon, stayed the night in Macon, and I kind of broke down a little bit, and I found me a hotel because I was going to spend 5 more nights in the Suburban. So I wanted to go ahead and get me a good night's rest because I was tired. Give me a break. Met Bot Grinder for the first time. Then I let him drive the little RC car around. He had a blast with that. Ripped the world famous Brook Run. Might do an edit from there, I don't know. I got a pretty good couple of packs in. Then I hit the road to Rampage. I got into Barnwell late that evening. Drank some beers with some fellas, met up with Random and Double A. Then we got up early the next morning, had a meeting, breakfast, and then all the volunteers, we went over and we started building things. So we started out at Zorro's wall that Zorro was going to be painting. We built that first. Then we all piled up in the van and went over to the riot range and started building all those obstacles. Hard working group of guys, let me tell you. I basically just took selfies in front of all the structures that we built. Ran into Drew, Bot Grinder on a hoverboard. Okay, so here's where things start getting interesting. I go over to the RV where all the Rotorite guys are. I'm sitting there chilling out, hanging out and everything, and I see these Nerf guns laying everywhere. And Stingy comes walking by, and I'm like, hey man, what's up with all these Nerf guns laying everywhere? And he shoots me point blank range right in the belly. And these things hurt, especially that close. He shoots me right in the belly and he's like, that's what you're missing. And I'm like, I'll be right back. Next thing you know, me and Capper and a group of guys jump in the car and we're off to Walmart. We get to Walmart and Capper buys almost every Nerf gun that they have. And we go back and we have a battle because the war has just begun. Day turns into night. A couple of beers might have been flowing. And then I might have embarrassed myself over at Mr. Steele's van. Hey man, get the paramotor out or you don't have a hair on your ass. So the next morning, I was feeling kind of rough, but I tried to start a vlog. So that was the first day of the freestyle competition. So went over to, had to be over there I think at like 10 a.m. Got over there, got one practice pack in, and then I made my run, and I believe it lasted 30 seconds. Broken arm during that. I'm going to do a whole edit on the whole freestyle competition thing, so keep an eye out for that. Spoiler alert, I got 7th place out of 16. I didn't feel too bad. I made it to the semifinals. Anyway, moving on. On to another crazy night. The UFDA crew declared a war against Stinger Swarm with Nerf guns. It was pretty freaking awesome until Stingy took me hostage and then was holding the gun to my head, and I was like, shoot me, shoot him, I don't care. Anyway, then it turned into pretty much a rave after that. Everybody came to the campsite. I'm going to save some all this footage from the Nerf gun war, and this party is going to the UFDA crew. Be sure to check out their channel over there. He's going to be doing an edit from the whole party and everything and the whole event, but he's going to have a lot more of the Nerf gun war stuff. So the next day was Sunday. It was the last day of the freestyle competition. I got put out, you know, after I made it to the semifinals, but I did not make it to the finals. Cricket FPV, congratulations, bro. You did a good job. It was freaking epic. The whole competition was just, I could not even believe I was even there. There was a lot of great pilots in there. I gave Drew one of my stickers, and I noticed that he had put it on his bag. He's probably taken it off by now. And then when the sun got a little low at 5 o'clock, they ran everybody off, and then the volunteers got to rip a little bit. So I ripped a couple of packs. Then I let everybody ride the mini bike. People was taking turns riding it back and forth. Then it was over. I hate that it's over, but I had a blast. I cannot wait to go back. I'm ready for them to announce the next one, so I can get ready to go. Even though I didn't get to fly very much, it was awesome. Just hanging out with all the FPV guys and the community, getting to know everybody. I just could not have asked for a better time. It was great. I want to do it every weekend, but I can't. So keep an eye out for some of these edits that I'm going to be doing. Appreciate you watching this, guys. See you in the next one. Viva La Vox rocks, by the way.